Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Breeze, Breezeway Productions The Breeze. We're bringing you the latest in independent films and film festival news. And we have with us today lead actor Saleh Bakri to talk about the film Grasshoppers, which I just finished earlier this morning. How are you, Saleh?
I'm good. And you?
Very good, very good. I enjoyed watching the film. I saw it this morning, and it's definitely an interesting movie about relationships, rich and famous, alcoholism, a little bit of everything. But can you tell us a little bit about it in your own words?
For me, it's a film about immigrants who are trying to find their way to kind of natural life in a strange place to them. And that is not so easy. Apparently, it was not so, or it is not so easy for them to cope with the new community they are living in. After even after a few years of experience. They are not new immigrants. They've been there in America for a while, but they are still didn't cope in the new community they are they are living. And they came to the US with thoughts and with expectations that apparently they've been disappointed with that. So and I think alcoholism is kind of running away from this reality, from this new reality that they didn't find it so easy to live in and to integrate into it. So they ran away to alcoholism, to alcohol, also avoiding the cold. They are working class, they are poor, so they started to drink also to avoid the cold of Chicago
Yeah,
or the suburbs of Chicago.
it definitely was hindering for them to have a functioning relationship. But then it starts off in this beautiful house, waking up with the electric shades and having breakfast and living life, and you're always working all the time. So did you feel like while you were doing that you really encapsulated the lifestyle of being rich and famous in that really nice
No,
house?
it is. It is kind of. We shot in a kind of gated community in the nearby Chicago, somewhere nearby Chicago, and of course it's very far from their own kind of lifestyle. He is a worker in this society, in this community. He's just an electrician. Just an electrician, so he knows the buildings and he knows the houses there. And he took her there to show her the place because it's
The palace.
very strange. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
palace, and for them it's a new world. I think he never dreamt of being in such places. Just like me, Saleh, I didn't know anything about anything related to gated communities in America. I didn't know that there are uh, big, rich houses that are in a special area only for rich people. So they are kind of kind of secured from the world, from the outer world.
Mhm.
So for me, it was really strange. I never thought about that. I never knew about that. And 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 for him too, because this guy is an ordinary guy who came to this place to work, and suddenly he discovered a new world that's for him is fascinating, but at the same time is very strange.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of strange incidences that happened in the gated communities also. For instance, I know that you understand the difference between a rodent and a marsupial. I really enjoyed that exchange. Have you ever dealt with like the live creature? And I was trying to get an idea. Is that like some sort of symbolism for something in the film, or is that just put in there because of its being interesting and graphic?
I think it has its symbolism. I think it has symbolism for the characters themselves, for these two immigrants, that they are like kind of two little animals that are not that can be that can die, and then you have to wipe them away because they are kind of uh, uh, uh,
Roadkill.
disturbing the panorama of the garden, of the space. So you have to get rid of them when they are dead. So yeah, there is symbolism for these two characters. When I was, of course, I'm a nature lover. So everything in nature really attracts me, whether it is insects or animals or anything. And coming from Palestine to the to the US, which is really different kind of nature, different birds, different colors, different animals. So I was always, and I lived in a kind of a forest with a very nice family that invited us, me and the actress, to live, and other parts of the crew, other guys of the crew, to live at their space in their home. They have a big home, and they invited us. They were very nice people, and it was in the middle of the forest there, and it was winter and snowy, and every day I was going to run uh, part of my preparation for the role, because I came from a very warm place, relatively to Chicago winter. So I had
Pretty
to
cold.
run there, to run in the cold, and just to cope with this cold and be able to stand bare feet, with topless in the movie, and feel okay, and feel like I can act and talk, and all of that. So so it was fascinating for me every day, going, seeing the deers, seeing all these kind of beautiful red kind of birds, red and blue birds, beautiful landscape. So of course it was a part of my enjoyment, being in such a place.
Well, I'm glad that you fit into Chicago and that you find it to be very exotic from where you were coming from. If you make your way over here to New York or New Jersey, obviously it's very different from over there, and that it's quite a beautiful country and lots to see. And if you're into movies, you can see Grasshoppers. Can you tell me a little bit about where the film is going to be? Is it going to be on VOD or theatrical? Do you know about where people can go to find out
It,
about it?
it has been in theaters already. Now it's on Apple TV. You can see it on Apple TV. I personally love the film, and it's a special film for me, since it is my first indie American movie, and I'm proud of it, and very happy to work with all the guys there. Very talented, very talented young guys from all over the region in the US.
I very much enjoyed it, so I hope that our viewers are able to check out Grasshoppers. And we have lead actor Saleh Bakri here with us today to talk about it. So it's a great film that I feel like you will enjoy. So I want to thank you, Saleh, for taking the time to talk to me
Thank you,
today
Alex.
about
Thank
Grasshoppers.
you, Alex. Thank you so much, man.